live. I really want to help you because those of you that are here tonight, really, if you do your history, you will find out that you are of the Hebrew Israel tribe. And I want you to understand something. In that process, women in their culture were very, very important. They was very powerful and prolific. The devaluement of a woman came through the Greeks' time because the Greeks didn't have the same value for women that the Hebrews had for theirs. And when we begin to blend the scriptures in this Hellenistic society through the mindset of Constantine, we adapted some of the Greek ideology, how we look at our women. Are y'all hearing me? So now, even in the body of the Mashiach as today, there are some of us that look at the women and they don't have the same value as they supposed to have. Well, tonight I want to help you to understand how valuable and how awesome you really are. Somebody say, I'm valuable. I want to start here in the scripture. The only reason why I started with Genesis, because I know I'm not going to talk about man too much, but I have to talk about man so that you can understand the value of you. Is that all right? And in the scripture, chapter number 1, verse number 27, it said, so Elohim created man in his image and in his likeness. Watch this. And in the image of Elohim created he male and female. He created them. Now, those of you that walk with me understand that in this particular point of the scripture, what the Father was really doing is constructing the man in the realm of the spirit. Are y'all hearing me? What he was doing in this moment of creation, he was putting together out of his imagination what he would want something of the man and the female to be. So in this particular text, he said he created man in his image, and he created him male and female. He created them. And I know it's confusing because when you switch over to chapter number 2, he turns around again and says, now he forms man out of the dust. Well, I got to explain this to you. He created this thing, first of all, in the realm of the spirit. You know, Father, he is so intellectual and so intelligent that he always plans out everything he does before he actually steps out to do it. He always goes from beginning to end before he begins to set anything in order. Are y'all with me? So here in chapter number 1, he is putting the construction of what he wants to make manifest and order. And after he sets everything in line, he creates man. He creates him in his own image. He creates male and female. But I want you to understand something. At the time he was creating man, he created female also. So this first man, which he created in the realm of the spirit, that didn't have gender. He was female and he was male. Are y'all with me? I'll explain it to you later. He was female and he was male. I know right now some of you already think I'm talking crazy. But if you really study the text and look at it, he said he created man in his image and he created male and female. He created the male and he had in the realm of his spirit both beings. Are y'all hearing me? So he had already planned out what man was going to do, but there was a process by which he wanted to bring this to pass. So we jump over to chapter number 2 and we find the Father in the midst of some dust, and the scripture says that now he forms what he created in chapter 1. He forms it out of the dust. Y'all ain't hearing me. Once he forms out of the dust what he created in the realm of the spirit, now it stands up before him and he breathes breath into now this form. Are y'all with me so far? So he breathes breath into this form. Now we got this form that is man, but it's mankind because it's male and it's female. Are y'all hearing me? So what happens is he set it in motion. He says, now everything that I commanded you to do, all the authority, all the dominion, everything that I put inside of you, I need you now to go and to release this. Now, in the process of him releasing stuff, the Father began to understand that, hey, wait a minute, I have them all in one, and now that I'm taught Adam how to manage what I gave him, I need to give him something else to make him fully complete. Are y'all with me? So what happened was that Adam had to first learn how to manage the stuff that the Father gave him. He gave him a Garden of Eden. And he said, I need you to work it. I need you to keep it. I need you to maintain it. I need you to put it together. I know I'm going somewhere with this. Just follow me. I need you to keep it. I need you to maintain it. I need you to name all the animals. I need to teach you responsibility. I got to teach you some stuff first. So what happens is, as the Adam masters what he's being taught, then the Father wants to bless him with something different. I want to put a point here. I said all that to say, I know it's a women's conference, but women, before you decide on a man, make sure that the man understands what is work. Make sure the man understands how to put stuff in order, how to manage his own life, how to manage the stuff that he has already. Y'all ain't hearing me. Because if you get somebody that's messed up, you're going to be messed up with him. So you got to make sure that this man knows how to manage his own life, knows how to manage what he already has, manage his own money, manage his own car, manage his own apartment. He should be able to cook a little something, because all you got to do is read the recipe book, baby, and follow the timeline, and you can produce something. Adam had it down pat before he got a woman. See, here's the deal. Here's the deal, women. Here's the deal. Quit trying to find somebody you can work with. The devil is a lie. Satan is a lie. No. You don't need to be finding something you can work with. No, you ain't got to work for nothing. Do you know who you are? You ain't got to settle down for something I can work with. He ain't got this, baby, but I can work with it. No. Don't you work with it, because you'll be working with it for the rest of your life. You'll be working with it for, oh, y'all don't want to get with me, so I'm going to preach to myself. Don't get nothing you need to work on and work with. No, that's out of order. He didn't cause you to have something that you can work with. He calls to bring you into something that's already together. Are y'all hearing me? Now, he may not have $1 million. He may not have 50,000, but you got to be able to see some potential of him doing something great. He ought to have a track record to show you that, baby, I'm awesome. I may not walked into the fullness of what I am, but baby, I'm on the way. And if you want to go with me, come and go. But you ought not link yourself up with a man that don't know where he's going. Yes, come on with me. Don't link yourself up with a man that don't know where he's going, because if he doesn't know where he's going, then you don't know where he's taking you. And see, here's the deal. That's why some of y'all are frustrated in the relationships you're in, because you're with men that don't know where they're going. And you get pissed off and try to make them go in another direction. I wish he was like this. I wish he was like that. No, see, that's your problem. He wasn't going nowhere before you got with it. So why you jump in the car in the first place? He wasn't going nowhere in the first place. So why you give him your telephone number? He wasn't going nowhere in the first place. So why you give him your email address? He wasn't going anywhere. So now that you're going nowhere with him, you're frustrated, you're upset, you're aggravated, you're mad because you feel like my life should have had more. Well, it would have had more if you didn't settle. If you didn't settle, you would have had more. You don't have more because you settle. I mean, listen to this. You settle for less, but then you're demanding more. How can you demand something out of something that's less? How you can demand more out of something less? You got what you wanted when you gave him your number. Well, if I can just get him to church, if I can just get him to the assembly, Elohim gonna save him and he gonna be a good man. No, if you already saved, what you doing with an unsaved man in the first place? You know, but a sanctified woman sanctifies her husband. Did you hear the scripture correctly? It didn't say a sanctified single sanctifies an unsanctified single. It said wife. That means sometimes folk get married in certain conditions. One gets saved and the other ain't. And the sanctified one begins to pull the unsanctified. But you are supposed to be single